Welcome back to Ask NCM. This is part 2 of a 2-part series on 10 items that first-time managers need to learn earlier in their career. I'm Steve Hall at the NCM Institute, and this conversation came about from a manager that had been in management for about 6 months and was asking me if I could go back and start all over again, knowing what I know now, what lessons would I have learned in order to help me along my path? What do they need to know earlier in their career? So just to recap the first 5 from the prior segment. First of all, first-time managers often try to do too much themselves. They need to build the power of the team. Number 2, they need to avoid becoming too close of personal friends with employees. This doesn't mean that you don't care about your employees, you just don't want to become their best friend and lose the leadership role. Number 3, they need to be able to hold other people accountable. Number 4, they need to be sure and communicate with their boss or not avoid their boss, in particular if things are going a little tough in the start of their management career. And number 5 is don't stop learning. They've got to be a student of the industry. Now with those recapped, I want to go into the next 5 of the top 10 list on this. First of all, number 6 is they need to make sure and make other departments in the dealerships their allies. They need to build a business relationship with all departments and realize that they're business partners with these other departments, all for a common goal of helping the dealership succeed. It's not an island. It's not I win, they lose, and that's the way I make my career. If you want to be a long-term successful manager in this industry, you've got to get along and work with the other departments and help them succeed. The next one, number 7 here, is the first-time manager doesn't develop or communicate a long-term plan for their team and share it with them often enough. People want to know whenever you're a new manager, what are you going to change? Where are we going? What's the plan here? How's it going to affect me is what they're thinking. You need to develop your long-term plan and share it with them, and that'll help communication, it'll get buy-in, and what it'll do is it'll take you from a manager position to a leadership position, which is really where we'd like you to be. Number 8 is they don't manage by the numbers. They know that it can be emotional whenever they have to make tough decisions that the numbers indicate. But business is all about the numbers, and you need to make sure that you are actually managing by the numbers. Don't ignore them. Take the lead on this and make sure that you actually make the department perform. And the only way you can do that is take the emotion out of some of the decisions and manage by what the numbers are actually telling you. The 9th one is don't hire friends or family. Okay, now family can be a really tough one, but even friends, early managers, especially if they came from another location, one of the first things they want to do is hire what they consider allies, or basically people they worked with before. They know their work habits and they can bring them on board and they know that they can perform. The problem is, typically whenever this happens, you're kind of a new entity into the management. They want a little bit more to come over than maybe what they deserve on that, and they may think that they know you a little bit too well on it and don't have to quite play by the same rules that everybody else does. So if you're going to have people that work for you prior or other people in your past relationships on it, be very careful with this, okay? Matter of fact, I just say don't hire friends and family for first-time managers. And the number 10 one is remember, profit is required to be a successful manager. We are in a business, we're in a profit business, and we need to make sure that we are making a profit. We have to make those tough decisions that lead to that. They are kind of encompassed in several of these other items that we mentioned above, but you have to realize if you're going to be successful, you've got to be able to make the department to the profitability level that your boss and owner expects. If you do these 10 items, they'll avoid some of the pitfalls that other managers will run through. It'll get you ahead of the curve on this and hopefully project your career forward in a very fast manner. I hope this helps you become a better manager in the future. Thank you for joining me.